Hello and welcome back to Tsukihime. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time we start off at school just thinking about how different life is now. We're back into this vampire game. We're helping out Arkwid. Shiki's like, I can almost see her face right now, and then we look out to the courtyard and she's like, hi Shiki, and we're like, ah! We either run away, ignore her, or just have her barge into our classroom, and we're like, oh god. But yeah, a lot of funny stuff happened, but later on we went back home and we leave, but not before telling Hisui that we're going to be going out from now on, and you know, she's very helpful. And we meet up with Arkwid, where we kind of go around town and we fight a bunch of zombies. One encounter in particular, we went to this area, sliced open a door, and she fought a whole bunch of zombies just to be ambushed by a weird amalgamation creature thing where she got a little bit hurt and Shiki went sicko mode. And after Arkwid kind of laughed it off, we go back to the park and we're like, oh man, I'm bleeding. And Arkwid starts freaking out. And we kind of part because she's like, I'm not feeling comfortable. So Shiki kind of goes home just to be stalked by this shadowy figure who seems to be poking at Shiki's weak spots. It seems like they might also have the mystic eyes of death perception. And just as Shiki's about to win, well, we have Noel Sensei come out of nowhere and throw some swords and kill the shadow thing. So right now we're about to, I don't want to say confront, but like talk to Noel. So this will be really cool. Just as a heads up, I am doing something a little bit different with my audio. I'm increasing the volume on my recording end, so I'll fix it in post, but I hope things don't get really weird. But anyways, let's head into it. So yeah, I've been waiting for Noel to come out as a church person, so this will be interesting. All that remains are the sounds of the wind and chirping insects. It feels just like any other night now. It's like the entire world is pretending that the man who screamed his heart out never existed. I still don't know what it is. It was just really weird. Oh god, he can see the lines on her too. Is that gonna mess him up? Meanwhile, I've been left with an equally strange person. Hi, Noel Sensei.
こんばんは。この国の夜は安全だと聞いていたけど、この辺りは物騒なのね。ちょっと散歩していたら、吸血鬼みたいな化け物が可愛い教え子に襲いかかっているんだもの。
Yeah, thanks for saving me even though I kinda could handle it.
それとも、あなたの周りが特別なのかしら。どうの四季くん？
Shiki mentioned that it was most likely Noel who helped him out in the fight against Vlove when, like, we saw an executor's knife or sword being thrown at one of the pillars of ice that was going to kill Shiki right before Shiki made the hit. So Noel probably knows a whole bunch of stuff. The woman turns to face me. She smiles with an obvious, unbridled hostility. There's no mistaking it. It's none other than our school's latest substitute teacher.
Noel 先生っていいんですか？
そうね。先生って響きは悪くないけど、ここは学校の外なんだし。先生は外した方が何かと気が楽よね。お互いに。
I'm really interested in this interaction as well because Noel wasn't in the original game. I mean, Noel's Vlove and he played a major part, but Vlove basically replaced a different character and essentially played the same role, while Noel, from my knowledge, is playing a completely new role. So, it's very new territory for me, and I'm very interested. And seeing how her facade about being like, or not just a facade of being a teacher, but like her creepy attitude previously was, you know, she was trying to bait out vampiric tendencies from Shiki. It wasn't like she was actually trying to seduce him, but she was trying to lure him out, make sure that he's a vampire, and then potentially kill him just to find out, no, we're not a vampire, and what you're doing to the student is super sus. But now that, you know, that's out in the open, I'm more interested in how she's going to act from now on, because once again, I think she's very cute, but like that one moment, if it was just as a teacher-student relationship, that was very weird. But now that we know it's not, her footsteps reverberate in my ears. Noel's getting closer. With halberd in hand and an unsettling smile plastered on her face, she approaches. I treat her as an enemy, take a defensive stance. I think this is going to get us killed, so I'm gonna do it. I have to consider her my enemy. I meet her carefully without any outward signs of hostility. Though I can't match her reach with that polearm. The second I make a move, she'll swing it gleefully. I need to be careful.
あれ？逃げもしないし構えもしないの？そっか。怖くて動けないんだ。
She's still doing the heart stuff.
やっぱり文系の美少年はそうでなくっちゃ。
She has the same, like, postures and everything. Now with, the church uniform and lines all over her.
吸血鬼と舞はあんなことしてるくせに、かわいい。
Damn, yeah, she knows. 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps. 1 more. My weapon feels useless in the face of her reach. I have no room for error. But she does.
やっぱり、無抵抗な人間しか、相手にしてこなかったのかしら。
Oh shit. Oh shit. You can hear the hostility in her voice now. Whoa! She swings. It was easy to imagine an attack where her halberd cleaves my side in two, right arm and all. Her steel passes directly overhead.
転んじゃったの？
I fell forward to dodge the incoming halberd, which cleaves the air 80 centimeters above the asphalt. And that transition to when she attacked was really good. My whole body is nearly parallel to the ground. I kicked just before I crashed down, launching myself upwards towards the woman in front of me. I placed my left hand around her waist, pulling her close like we're about to grace the ballroom. Hello there. My right hand is still holding the knife, arcs around the back of her neck. I could kill her with the smallest movement. But before I do, part of me wonders if this woman is really my enemy. She drops her halberd and grabs my right wrist, simultaneously sweeping my leg out from under me. In judo, it's called an osotogari, a sweeping throw. I'm slammed to the ground back first. This isn't like my fall from before. With enough strength in the throw, getting dropped like this can easily break a human. Well, crap.
でも今の切り返しはナイスよね。あいつの真似だけどめっちゃイケてた。
I wonder who she's talking about her. Noel praises herself as she retrieves her polearm. Then she clears her throat pointedly as she places a heavy boot on my chest. Uh-oh. Kinda wonder, actually. This seems like... Oh, it's different. They're 2 different results. I'll keep going with this for now. I kinda wonder what happens if I defend myself.
まあ、まぐれにしちゃなかなかだったわ。
I saw you panic.
逃げようとして転んじゃったのはかっこ悪かったけどね。
A triumphant smile crosses her face as she shifts more of her weight to my chest. Something doesn't feel right, but there's no questioning her hostility.
もしかしてあんたも吸血鬼だったのか。
Oh, she's gonna take disgust with that. It's a little late, but I ask anyway.
踏みつぶされる5秒前なのに余裕じゃない。今の質問も全然本気じゃないし。何？子供のくせにカマかけてきたわけ？そういうところは生意気で。先生、嫌いだな。
Okay. She makes a show out of grinding her boot against my chest, but the pressure doesn't increase by much. Judging by how pissed she is at the mere insinuation that she might be a vampire, she's gotta be human. That aside, it's pretty unfair to go back to being a teacher just when it suits her. Yeah, it's like, she is like, don't think of me as a teacher, it's after hours, but as your teacher.
首筋に新婚なし。靴に染み込ませた聖水にも拒絶反応なし。ついでに言うと、私好みのファニーフェイスにも変貌なし。
No funny face? Oh man, she's very different. But I can see what she's doing. She is basically testing to see if Shiki's actually human. Because there are a lot of supernatural things in this world, and they could be disguised as a human, like the thing we were just fighting. But, hey, she knows us, not exactly personally, but she does know us from our relationship as a teacher-student. And she has suspicions of us being a vampire, but she's testing and she's like, oh, not a vampire. I might be making a mistake.
はい。異端審査終了。だっていいわよ、どうの四季くん。
Especially since, Shiki has been hanging out with the vampire, so... The boot on my chest is finally lifted. Now free, I stand myself up and try to get my breathing under control. I'm hurting all over, but I think I've got off with only some light internal bleeding.
はい、これメガネ。落とし物には気をつけなさい。
Oh, good thing they're invincible.
そうですか。そっちの横槍で落としたものですけど。
Oh, there we go. Much better. Much, much better. I took my glasses from Noel and placed them back where they belong. Now then. What the hell is going on?
とまあ、美少年が一人で出歩くと、こんな風に危険がいっぱいなわけ。忠告がてら脅かしちゃったけど、勢い食べちゃうところだったわ。
Okay, never mind. She's still kind of creepy. She laughs like she made a little mistake. I'm at a genuine loss for words.
あれ？何そのノーリアクション。私たちのこと、あの吸血鬼に聞いてないの？聞いてないのね。あっそう。私みたいな雑魚は眼中にないってわけ。まあいいけど、私も話題になんかされたくないし。
She's considered a weakling. I wonder if she was actually the one who threw the knife during the Vlove fight. Because there are a lot of church people. We already met like two other ones earlier, late last episode. But she makes it sound like she's really low on the totem pole.
いいわ。パパッとレクチャーしてあげる。
Okay, Church 101.
簡単に言うと、私は町を守る正義のお姉さんみたいな。
She's like, oh, look, a heroine. Yep, I'm the good person, even though I almost beat the shit out of you.
あのクソ吸血鬼どもから人間社会を守る。影の組織とかかっこよくない？
Oh, that vampire scum. She laughs as she speaks, which makes it difficult to judge how serious she's being. As dubious as her explanation was, it does remind me of something.
教会の代行者ってやつですか。
Oh, there you go. Good job, Shiki.
その代行者。四季君は無神論者でしょ？だから実感は湧かないだろうけど、私たち教会は主の皆のもと、人の良き営みを守る意志がある。たとえそれがこんな末法の国でもね。ある日突然転任してきた魅惑の美人教師は、その実、教会から派遣された正義のエクソシストだったってこと。
I'm really glad that we got to explore this in this route. I wasn't sure if I was going to be safe for another one. An exorcist. Someone who purifies demons. I don't know if vampires count as demons, but it doesn't seem like she's lying.
わかりました。いきなりのことで信じられませんけど、信じます。どうあれ、これで2度目ですし。
Okay, this is where we potentially get confirmation if she was the one who helped out with the Vlove one.
危ないところを助けてくれてありがとうございます。
So, the thing is, if they knew about Archwid, why don't they kill Archwid? I mean, I already mentioned this before. It's more beneficial not to, since Archwid is actively hunting out the other vampires, so she's actually being helpful for the church's cause for now. But it doesn't seem like they've really had any interaction at all.
2度目？ああ、そういうこと。
Okay, yeah, so it wasn't her.
でもま、今回は違うわ。たまたま危ないところに出くわしたんじゃなくて、私、最初から君を狙っていたんだし。
Does that mean she was with us when we were with Archwid hunting the other zombies?
最初から俺を狙っていた。
さあ、君が屋敷を出た時からずっと尾行していたの。
Damn, that's some high-level stalker shit.
私のお仕事は吸血鬼の殲滅だもの。その吸血鬼に従っている人間がいれば監視するのが当たり前でしょ？
Oh man, that just confuses me. Like it was, or maybe they know who Archwid is. And I was like, holy shit, that being was on another level, so we won't mess with that. But we'll mess with people who are associated with her, not knowing that Archwid is actually severely weakened. Her logic tracks, but she's missing some important context. I'm not following Archwid's orders, and besides, she's a good vampire. We're both trying to save the city.
それは。
まあ、本当なら真っ先に吸血鬼の方から殺してるんだけど、相手はあの怪物でしょ？私一人じゃ返り討ちだし、師匠は上司に飛ばされちゃったし。
Okay, there we go. That's the answer I need.
仕方なく小さい方の獲物に網を張ってたわけ。
So she was just basically was like, oh, that's Arkwood's gang. Why is Shiki there? Okay, something's up with him.
小さい獲物ってのは俺のことですか？
Yep.
あの怪物が狂犬なら四季君はプリッとしたエビちゃんね。
Just shrimp.
吸血鬼にしろ私たちにしろ美味しい獲物なのは間違いなし。
An absolute snack for both of us.
でもなんか様子が変だった。ここ数日君を監視していたけど無理やり従わされてる雰囲気じゃないし血も吸われてないでしょ。ねえ四季君、あなたなんであんな怪物と一緒にいるの？
So she's actually willing to listen. Okay. Because like, clearly when they were fighting, I mean, Shiki didn't give himself a chance to talk. He went straight for the blade, so yeah. Actually, by now, where are we? Okay. In that case, I'm actually gonna go back in the flowchart since I feel like this is the point where it goes back on track. I'm gonna try to defend myself, so we'll see what happens. Okay, this time I'm going to take a defensive stance. I thought this was gonna lead to the same thing. God damn, she does sound like kind of crazy though. Because it's like the same thing where we both engage each other. Noel leaps at me the second I ready my knife. The difference in reach between our weapons is too great. Oh, so like in one of them he's prepared while the other one, he's not. His defenses are no match. Like his offense is his best weapon. So here he's like completely overpowered while in the other one he was like at least prepared. Faster than I can think to react, she swipes at my side with the butt of her polearm. My head spins at the overwhelming impact. The attack must have sent me flying over a meter through the air. I brace myself, ignoring the pain from the initial blow. My back hits the asphalt and I'm able to absorb some of the shock, but Noel's already there.
ダメよ四季君。敵を前にしてあからさまに身構えるとか、もう甘すぎてにやけちゃう。
Hold up, the other pose was more hostile since I was ready to kill you.
私、臆病だからつい本気で打ち込んじゃったけど、まだ生きてる？
I prop up my arms under me to try to stand up. But Noel steps down on my chest with a heavy boot.
はーい。おとなしくしていてね。義理もなければ恋人同士でもないんだし。
So here
下手に暴れるとその首、ボキッと潰しちゃうぞ。
she's even more ruthless in this route. I glare up at Noel from the ground. I don't understand what's happening in the slightest. All I know is that this woman honestly wants to kill me.
あんたも吸血鬼だったのか。
なんです？
Excuse you. Ew.
今吸血鬼だって言った。私があんな怪物と一緒だって言ったわけ。
I kind of wonder, like here, we're in the different path now. I wonder if, wait a second, wait a second. Huh. I thought it was gonna lead over to the right, but no. I actually started here, but there were no other choices I could have made. So I wonder what could have led to the thing on the right. Huh. Oh well. Her boot presses harder on my chest. She's seriously pissed at the mere insinuation that she might be a vampire.
首筋に新婚なし。
Okay, this is the same line.
はい。
Okay, now we're at the same part. So yeah,
はいこれメガネ。
they both lead to the same thing as I thought. Okay, here. So she's like, why are you with that person? I've been watching you for a few days. Doesn't seem like you're following orders, nor has she drunk your blood. So tell me, Shiki, why are you with that monster? I furrow my brow and swallow the words in my throat. It's not the way Noel asked the question that bothers me. It's that she asked me it at all.
おやだんまり。君は吸血鬼の仲間になりたいのかな？
She is really cute.
定番だけど、永遠の命が欲しいとか？
The question catches me by surprise. I never even considered that, but I guess that'd be a natural reason to seek out friendship with a vampire.
いや、でも。
That isn't possible with Arkwood. I mean, she doesn't drink blood, and she doesn't create new allies or grant people abilities. That sort of offer wasn't even on the table.
違うの？ならどうして？
そんなの決まってる。自分たちが住んでいる町のために吸血鬼を借り出す協力をしているだけです。
And then she's gonna be like, then why are you hanging with a vampire? I stare intently into her eyes. I'm not interested in going back and forth against her, but I won't sit here and let her say whatever she wants about Arkwid and me. I tell her as much with my gaze alone.
そう。君が噛まれていたなら、そんなザレ言と一緒に手足ぶった切って置物にしてるところだけど。
Oh god.
残念ながら、ただの人間には手出しできないものね。今のは聞かなかったことにしておくわ。
Oh, I thought she would ask why, but no, she's like, okay. Noel turns around and begins walking away. He seems unable to accept the idea of fighting on the same side as a vampire, but at least she's calmed down a little. Maybe my answer just made her lose interest.
ああ、でも忠告。さっき最初から君を狙っていたと言ったけどね。あれ、もっと深い意味なの。
Yeah, I feel like she was monitoring Shiki before he even hung out with or even met Arkwid.
この町に救った人は数年以上前から根付いているわ。
Years? Serial killings were a recent thing, but years. Dang.
私の師匠の言うことには、審査のように昨日今日やってきたわけじゃないんだとか。
Who's her
吸血鬼は
master?
外から来るものばかりじゃない。案外身近なところにいて、何十年も前から潜伏しているケースのが多いの。それも町で一番力のある権力者の家にとかね。わかる？自分たちの町を守るとか言っていたけど、そんな曖昧なくくりじゃなくて、君は自分の身を守った方がいいってこと。
Ooh. Oh man, I wonder who this vampire thing's gonna be then.
それはどういう。
だってそうでしょ。さっきの不死は君を狙ってきたんですもの。吸血鬼を殺して回る神祖じゃなくて、ただの人間である君をね。
That also raises the question of that undead. Why did it have, well, this is Shiki's deductions, but why did it have the mystic eyes of death perception? And it's like an undead instead of a human, so like, and it like died to Noel relatively easily. So I thought it was gonna be some like big bad who comes back, who reoccurringly comes back, but nah, he's just dead.
命があったらまた会いましょう。遠野四季君。
Whoa, the italicized Tohno. I feel like that's emphasizing something. Something with the Tohno family then. So she's monitoring the Tohno family. Okay. Does that mean she's gonna interact with Akiha at one point? I mean, the thing is, like, the other church people were also trying to get in touch with Akiha, so maybe. With that, the woman dressed like a nun walks away. As she does, she tosses her gaze into a street lamp. Maybe I'll jump up there and hop my way home, all cool like. Ah, nope, not happening. As if I can make a jump like that without a running start. Like, if I could, I wouldn't even be human. Her thoughts blatantly apparent. Noel. Oh, man. Oh, she's so goofy. Oh. Noel continues down the road, massive polearm in hand.
あれはあれですごい人っぽいような。
I mumble, taken aback. As if uttering that comment took the last of my remaining strength, my knees give out from under me and I slump against the wall.
でも、狙われたのは俺だって。
It's not unfathomable. I am cooperating with Arkwid after all. But that's not right. I don't know what the real reason is, but I have a feeling that isn't it. My vertigo returns with force now that my adrenaline has faded. With one hand against the wall for support, I make my way to the main gate. My chest hurts. I need to get to my room whilst I'm still conscious before my body completely gives out on me. I can worry about the rest later. But the gate is much further than I thought. As my headache begins to ease, tension abandons the rest of my body. Oh god, he's so close! My back is still up against the estate's outer wall as I drift off to sleep. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, gee. Oh. Oh, crap. It's the Panther. I mean, oh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. I thought the Panther wasn't originally Vlov's, but when you think about it, there is no direct connection between Vlov and what happened in the alleyway. Originally I thought it was because Vlov found out, that's how Vlov found out where Arkwid is, but when we actually saw like the things that he brought with him, they were like hellhounds, not a panther. And Vlov never used any zombie exploding things. He did turn people into like flaming zombies, but like they kind of died right away. He didn't actually use them as, actually no, he did use them at one point when he froze the ground. Arkwid was kind of vulnerable, and then he was like, just get zombies, get them for me. So, oh man, the thought that the Panther was not related to Vlov didn't even cross my mind. All right, onward to chapter 9. Oh god, death. That is ominous. I wonder where we're going to wake up. If we wake up in our room, then that brings out more questions, because that means the Panther is probably working for the Tohno mansion, but I guess we'll see. Or, I don't know. White. The color pulls an old memory from the corners of my mind. Something I had long forgotten. Back to the forest we go! Something I had no choice but to forget. Something that my father had ordered me to forget. There we go. There's the music. Hi, cicadas. It was a hot summer day. Huge, fluffy clouds cover the blue sky. The air shimmers with heat, and the keening of cicadas eats at me. The cries of the cicadas. Screech, 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 screech. It's so loud, I wish I was dead. Cicada husks are scattered around. It feels as if the beating sun is right on top of us. Oh, we got this music again. This music only happens when he's having a flashback, specifically a flashback back to this forest scene. Burning, sizzling, scorching the clearing. A hot midsummer day. It's as if the world has warped into one massive frying pan. Lots of sobs from Akiha. Akiha is crying. The little girl who's always following after me is weeping into her hands. Will we finally get more details? We keep flashing back here, but we don't get anything new. A child is on the ground. He lies deathly still, his white shirt stained a deep red. I gaze down at them. My hands drip with the same red. No, that's not right. My hands are soaked in its blood.
Shiki!
Why is that censored there? They clearly said Shiki. The adults are here. Their faces contort as they realize what transpired. Oh, I know what's happening. I can't say anything. They drag Akiha away. The other thing is dead. Towering white clouds sail high above the distance, in the distance. Left alone, I gaze up vacantly at the summer sky. The adults are yelling. They're yelling at the killer's name. Or they're yelling the killer's name, my name. Screaming the same two syllables over and over like they've lost their minds. Just two syllables. The adults call out Shiki as they bear down on me. My hands are drenched in blood. I still don't understand. Killing that which can be killed. Killing that which lives. What's wrong with that exactly? Ooh, young boy Shiki was a different beast. He was like, I don't understand why I can't just kill things. Okay, so he's back in his room. I open my tightly shut eyes. Huh. Thing is, like, okay, so my thought process. If he's back in his room, and the last thing we saw last night was the panther, that means that either the panther belongs to someone in the Tohno estate who managed to help get us back to bed. So like, so Akiha, one of the twin maids, maybe even Psyche, I don't know. I think Psyche technically lives here. And they helped us back to our bed. Or someone was powerful enough and up at the same time and took care of the panther thing and brought us back here. So it's like either they're super strong or they're in the know about this panther thing. And I don't know which. My dreams were familiar somehow. Something I didn't fully understand. I'm in my room. I remember losing consciousness in front of the gate, but I don't recall how I got here. Some weird shit happened last night. My mind is still sluggish. The events of last night come back to me in a scrambled mess. So many crazy things happen that I have trouble processing it all. But one thing does stand out. I guess, is this actually going to make a difference? It is. The thing that stands out to me is actually the man in black. I don't really get it. The man cloaked in shadow. Thinking back, he must have been lying in wait for me. He knew the path I'd take home. Judging by his form, I'm certain he wasn't human. Which means it's fair to venture that he was a vampire. Could Arkwood's enemy have decided to target me now that they know I'm helping her? In any case, I don't have to worry about him anymore. That eye, twisted and seething with hatred, is closed now. The vampire was able to see the same lines I could, but he's been vanquished by the nun.
とにかくまず起きないと。
I have other things to worry about. Time to get moving. Okay, is that... Okay, so that's done for now. I can go back and try the other choices. Okay, this time let's try Miss Noel. Miss Noel. Though I really should be dropping the miss part at this point. It defies reality. Our self-proclaimed beautiful substitute teacher is actually a nun who protects the city from vampires. How much weirder can this all get? Everything with Arkwood was already a shock to my system, but Miss Noel's true identity is so out of left field, it beggars belief. Not for people who know this source material. If someone were to tell me last night that it was all a dream, I'd happily believe them. Having fantasies about your teacher, okay. But that isn't happening. As easy as it would be to write it off as such, it was clearly no dream. Miss Noel is a human who hails from the same world as Arkwood. A human who hunts vampires. A human who serves to protect the town and its inhabitants. Though I can tell from the way she speaks that she's different from the rest of us. I'm sure she considers each and every vampire her enemy, worthy of extermination, even Arkwood. And I'm guessing, and I guess by extension, me. But I don't have time for that. But I have time for Arkwood. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Really, that girl. From ambushing me at school to us patrolling the town, she didn't give me a moment of rest. On top of that, we even broke into that zombie's hideout where she made me watch that intense fight. None of this would have been conceivable for me a week ago. And her demands get more ridiculous with each passing day. A part of me just wants to tell her to cut me some slack. I wonder how long he's known her for at this point. Has it been a week? I don't think so, actually, yeah. But she's not all bad. She's always looking out for me in her own clumsy way, and at least it's never dull with her around. I guess that's why I don't find myself complaining. Yeah, that look. That look. The thing that worries me is that look she had. It must be because her wound is still causing her pain. I'll have to check that she's all healed up tonight. Okay, I have other things to worry about. Time to get moving. It's 7:30. Most days I'd be finished with breakfast by now.
翡翠はいないな。
Usually, she's standing there like a shadow on the wall, but I don't see her today. I bet she came to wake me up a few times. Oh, it just occurred to me. I was wondering what would happen if we got home, because Hisui gave us a key card or whatever for the security system. But I was wondering, like, what if we didn't have that? Oh, I kind of wonder if that might be what causes this event. Because we don't have a key card, we're gonna be like, huh, I wonder what we do. I am a little bit curious, but this is kind of ways back. I have gone like every event for a while now. You know what? I'll go back and check it out. Okay, this is where Arcwood gets kind of weird. But there should be something like a branching... Oh! Oh, it slowed down. Yeah. Climbing up the hill to the mansion, I eventually reached the main entrance. It's a little past 2 in the morning. Are we where I think I am? Yes, we are! Okay, cool. It's a little past 2 in the morning. My fatigue is really starting to set in now.
あれしまった正門が閉まってる
I'm glad I thought of that. How come? It was still open when I came home late yesterday.
オートロックは切っておいたんだけどな
It's possible the locking mechanism was changed. Yeah, Aki had just changed it too. Guess I'll have to climb the fence. Either way, I'm stuck now. I could try to climb over, but I'm sure that would cause the security system to go off. I'd rather not kill the lock. If they found a broken lock on the gate, that would definitely be a cause for an emergency family meeting. I should use my eyes as a last resort. Ah, I see.
この屋敷裏門とかなかったっけ
I like how they have a contingency for this. I really do like that. But I saw in the image that we kind of go back around the back. I propped my back against the wall to take a break. Been following along the estate's walls, but after all that's happened today, I'm starting to get dizzy. It's a familiar dizziness, a sure sign of my anemia acting up. I'm having trouble breathing too. I'd love to lie down, but that's not an option right now. If there's a back entrance, I haven't found it yet. Just how far does this wall go? I'm only now starting to truly appreciate how massive this place is. There may be no choice but to follow the main road around, climb the hill, and enter through the forest. According to the map on my phone, it's about a 3-kilometer walk from here. Oh my god. That's pretty bad.
体力持つといいんだけど
Ah, so we're back here. I'm on the lookout for you, shadowy figure. I really like to avoid walking through the woods in the dark. There's street lights as long as I'm following the road, but I won't be able to count on them in the forest. When I think, oh, there we go. When I think about walking in that darkness, shiver goes up my spine. Huh? That's strange. There's something standing there between the street lamps where neither light reaches. Oh, it's apparently I can't skip this, so it's a little bit different. Thump. My blood is flowing at double its usual speed. Or perhaps that's just another illusion. It's definitely a person. But I can't see anything other than that. There's something strange about the silhouette. It's getting closer. Tap, tap, tap. The sound of hollow footsteps. Its only exposed eye is bloodshot and fixed on me. I'm trying to read a little bit faster because this is kind of samey. Thump. The blade of my knife is set loose. My other hand goes to the temple of my glasses. Oh! I don't think we saw the lines before, did we? It only has one line. I thought everything else was a line, but no. It didn't even occur to me that I don't remember. Did we see lines on him before? A centipede-like chill crawls its way up my back. With one final step, the figure crosses the point of no return. That very moment, the light from the street lamps vanished with an audible click. The moon is hidden behind a veil of clouds. The world has plunged into darkness. Thump! My heart races as if to inform me of my rapidly approaching demise. Dizziness glues my feet to place as though I were trudging through mud. Though I try to retreat, my body is too slow to respond. Oh! A knife cuts the darkness. The wet sound of flesh being pierced comes from somewhere above my heart.
Oh.
Shiki fucking dies in this one? I don't understand. I can just barely wrap my head around the fact that the knife is sticking out of my chest. Why does he die in this one, not the other one? Is he too tired from circling the building? The moon pierces through the cloud cover only for a moment, illuminating the figure's form. A ghastly frame, utterly shrouded in blackness. Ah, but something seems familiar. That was the last thing I ever saw. Oh shit! That is interesting because like the last time the choice you make for this is so far away, but it still follows through and provides you an ending for it, a bad end. Oh shit, that is so cool. Teach me CL Sensei. Is this gonna be number 7? Yep, number 7. Dubious hint segment number 7. I'm really glad I thought of that. Teach me CCL Miss CL.
特に心当たりのないデッドエンドを迎えた遠野くんをお助けする Q&A コーナー。
I'm only here to see you because you're really, really cool. But I already know how to get the ending.
教えて、シエル先生の時間です。ゴッドキャー。
I am Godcat.
さて、今回の死亡ですが、なぜこうなったかわかりますか、ゴッド。
Miss God?
紙だからわかんねえ。直前に選択肢もなかったし。
はい、これはちょっと珍しい数個前の選択が影響しているパターンです。
Bro, the rays are like vibrating.
ただでさえ深夜の探索は感心できないというのに、お家の方に嘘までつくのは道徳的にアウト。
Yeah, they're like, don't lie. Hey, this is why you got shanked.
心当たりがある遠野くんは該当する選択肢に戻って誠実に対応してみると良いでしょう。
嘘は良くない。正直が一番ってことだにゃ。見ろよ、あの私にそっくりな吸血鬼ヒロインの心の綺麗さ。やっぱヒロインたるもの、嘘つかない、隠し事もしないが基本だよね。ね、そうは思いませんか、シエル先生。
Yeah, you're not hiding anything, are you?
ところで何か言わなくてはいけないことがあるんじゃないかにゃ。
Oh, she's about to do a flicker jab.
にゃにゃにゃ、無駄無駄。素直な心には一発も当たらないにゃ。
I have pure of heart. Pure of absolute spite.
それなりに鋭いじゃないのさ。なるほど。実力は互角というところか。
Neko Arc is freaking dead.
それでは今回はこの辺で、また次のデッドエンドで会いましょう。
隠すのは体重と武器だけにして。
Bye bye. Teach me, CL Sensei. Okay. I'm not 100% sure, as I mentioned, why Shiki died. So I've got this. Now we're on the path where on the path where I tell the truth. So it's nice that they like save that progress, even though I went back to change some stuff. It's nice that they saved it. I'm kind of curious, like after a certain point I was like kind of want to do everything. I think it was after this point. And it's really fun, even though before I was like I'm not gonna do everything until like maybe after the first ending, but like it's been really fun. Okay, I bet she came to wake me up a few times, and when I wouldn't budge, she probably gave up and returned to her other duties.
疲れが溜まってて目が覚めなかったんだろうな。
A deep sigh escapes my lips. I'll be sure to take a nap before meeting up with Arkwood tonight. There's no point letting my thoughts linger over what happened last night. I can just talk it over with Arkwood later. And if I don't try to have a normal life during the day at least, I might go nuts.
よし、まずは朝食だ。
Okay, this is gonna be awkward. Honestly, I'm not really that hungry, but I could use the nutrients. Especially after last night. My body needs fuel to shake off this fatigue. I try lifting my body off the bed, only to find myself collapsing right back down. Like a tree felled for lumber. I tumble, shoulder first, into the floor. I'm stuck here, unable to move my arm and legs. Oh, he's having an anemia attack. Thankfully, everything's so hazy that I've yet to panic. My body may be paralyzed, but I'm not breathing. But I'm breathing normally. Must be the anemia again, I think dully, as if it were happening to someone else. And just like that, I spend my morning on the floor, staring at the clock until Hisui comes to check on me just after 8. Damn, he was like that for like an hour. Alright, I'm just imagining his face is like planted on the floor. His face is just planted on the floor and it's like, oh, hi Hisui, can you help me up now?
シキ様の変調に気がつかなかった私の落ち度です。
翡翠は悪くないよ。いつものことだし、そう大げさに取らない。
I'm lying on my bed with my back propped up against the headboard. If it weren't for Hisui, I'd still be planted on the floor.
学校の方には姉さんが連絡を入れてくれました。体調不良による欠席でよろしいのですね。
うん、それで頼む。ちょっと疲れが溜まっていただけだから、学校を休むのは後ろめたいけどね。
That's because you go out.
立てなくなるほどの疲れは、もう疲れとは言えないかと存じます。四季様は遠野家の長男。ご自分のお体をもっと大切にしていただかなければ困ります。
I feel kind of bad for Hisui because like she feels like I think she probably feels like she's partly responsible for allowing Shiki to go out. She gave him the key. It's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna try to support you. But as a result, he comes back home, like, he doesn't even make it to the entrance. He's freaking knocked out. And now that he's gotten up, he's still just, like, non-functional. And it might be because she was like, I let you do this.
いや、ちゃんと大切にしてるよ。
No, you're not. I offer an awkward reassurance after Hisui's surprisingly harsh words. Hisui's reaction when she found me sure was something. When she first opened the door, she was frozen stiff for a few seconds. She then rushed over to help me with a face full of determination and purpose. She froze again for a solid minute. Flustered, she paced around the room for a few minutes before finally leaving to get Kohaku. Even though Hisui wasn't one to physically pick me up, there's no questioning her commitment to my well-being. After that, Kohaku helped me to the bed and made me some rice porridge, which brings us to now. The one silver lining to all this is that Aki has already left for school. If I had fallen 30 minutes earlier, she may have been late.
とにかくありがとう、翡翠。美味しいご飯も食べたし、こうしていれば貧血も収まるから、仕事に戻っていいよ。
かしこまりました。ですが、せめて診察は受けていただきます。今朝は荒木先生がいらっしゃいますので、これを機に、しっかりお体を見ていただくのはいかがでしょうか。
What a coincidence. So that oddball doctor is here too, huh? I really don't think I need to be examined, but I doubt Hisui will just let this go. I'll go with Kohaku, obviously. I'll go with Kohaku. I'm sure it's just my anemia acting up from being so worn out. I'll see if she has anything to help with the dizziness and eye strain, and maybe get some supplements too. Though I'd rather avoid having her look at my body. I'm scraped and bruised all over from last night's scuffle with Miss Noel, and on the off chance Kohaku found that I have internal bleeding or something, it turned into a whole debacle. I wonder if... Oh god. Shiki, you lot. How did you get yourself injured like this? I can practically hear her scolding me. So like, I wonder if Noel's at school and she gets the call. It's like, I wonder if Noel got the call. It's like, oh, he's sick and not feeling good for health reasons. Oh crap, it was me, wasn't it?
どこでこんなお怪我をこしらえてきたんです？
お背中どんより赤いじゃないですか。
はい、すみません。反省してます。
Sure enough, it took all of a minute for her lecture to begin. Yeah. Man, so I've come to realize that Hisui is like the responsible one, the one who keeps everything in order, while Kohaku is like, you know, obviously at the moment the more cheerful and preppy one, but she's also the one in charge of like the manual labor. Like when Shiki was passed out after killing Arkwith for the first time, Kohaku was the one who brought him home. So like she's got to be like pretty physically strong. Though I gotta wonder what she means by red shirt.
帰ってくるとき、通学路の坂道で転んじゃって、ドーンと五大統治みたいに。
もうそれはお気の毒に。
Right after the ending where you're like, oh yeah, you shouldn't lie to your family. We just continue to lie to our family.
湿布を用意しますので、しばらくそのままでお待ちください。あ、体温計で熱を測っておいていただけると助かります。
First aid kit in hand, Kohaku rises from her seat on the edge of the bed. She could have left it here, but I guess she's too much of a professional for that. I muse to myself as I watch her exit the room.
ってぼんやりしすぎだろ。琥珀さん、救急箱を置いていっていいですよ。またすぐ戻ってくるんだし。
いえ、こちらはお気持ちを鎮めるものばかりなので、内見専用のものと持ち帰ってまいります。それにほら、四季さんのお部屋は片付いているので、使用人の私物で散らかしてしまうのは申し訳なくて。
そっか。でも俺の部屋のことは気にしなくていいですよ。別に綺麗好きってわけじゃないし。
I just want to say, for a split second, I thought the music cut out and I was like, whoa, what just happened?
そうなんですか？四季さんのお部屋、とてもさっぱりしていらっしゃいますが。
I have zero luggage.
単に持ち物が少ないだけです。まあたまたまそうなってるだけですけど。
そういえば有馬のお家から届いたお荷物もお着替えだけでした。四季さんの私物は他にないんですか？
If I brought my game consoles, Akiha would burn them all.
うん。カバンに入れてきたものだけで十分。大事なものはここに来るときに全部持ってきた。
My first day here, I stuffed the contents of my bag into my desk drawers. If I ever end up getting kicked out, all I need to do is collect things in there and I'm good.
ごめんなさい。私ったら有馬の家に預けられるとき、私物を牧久様に取り上げられたのですね。
え？いや、昔からそうだったんだ。欲しいものとかなかったから親父にもねだらなかったし。ああ、ただ事故の前後のことはよく覚えていないから、その頃はどうだろう。
It feels like the only thing he remembers about his childhood is Akiha. My mind wanders back to my time alone in the hospital room. After days of no visitors and only lines of death keeping me company, I decided to escape that hellhole. Thanks to that, I had the incredible fortune of meeting Master.
そういえば病室から一度だけここに立ち寄った時のこともちょっとうろ覚えだな。親父の書斎に呼ばれたことだけは印象に残っているんだけど。
I think that was when he said I wasn't fit to be heir to the Tohno estate and disowned me.
きっと長い病院生活でお疲れだったのかと存じます。療養中は退屈ですし、一日の感覚も曖昧になっていたのでは？
そう思う。結局半年近く入院していたんだって。体感的には1ヶ月ちょいだったんだけどな。
So he was in the hospital for 6 months. That's I'm not gonna lie, I've never really stayed at a hospital for an extended period of time. I don't even think I've been in the hospital for more than like a few hours. So this is definitely I wouldn't understand this feeling personally. I wonder if that's really affected him.
それはいいことですよ、四季さん。病院とはいえ個室に半年はなかなかにお辛い経験かと。
Probably has.
ただでさえ遊びたい盛りの年頃だったのですから。
I want to cut this thing. No, Shiki! Kohaku is right. The reason my stay feels so short was thanks to all the people who helped me. I wish I could thank the doctors who saved my life and the nurses who took care of me so kindly. Yeah, sure.
といけません。つい話し込んでしまいました。すぐに戻ってきますから、おとなしくしていてくださいましね。手当てが嫌だからってお出かけになられていたら、四季さんを気ままな猫ちゃんに認定です。
She smiles on her way out, a twinkle in her eyes shining brighter than any star. I think this is probably where the scene ends, and then we go to a new scene where the Dr. Arak cutscene will probably lead into as well. So now we're looking at the sky for some reason. At the mansion. Okay. Back in Shiki's room. Okay, it's probably like the afternoon or something. Yep. So let's look at the flow chart. Yep, they lead to the same thing. So let's check out Dr. Arak's segment.
申し訳
Okay, I guess I'll see the doc. Okay. Kohaku's probably busy with other work, so I'll see Professor Arak. I don't exactly trust her, but she is a professional. Scrapes and bruises should be right up her alley. Plus, I still don't know the extent of my injuries from my run-in with Miss Noel last night. It couldn't hurt to get it looked at, just in case I have internal bleeding or something. Oh, am I ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready for this.
ご指名と聞いてやってきたけど。
Oh, it scared me. I thought Shiku was rustling in his bed as he was waiting for Dr. Arak to come. And now she's already here. Oh, man.
お客さん、悪いところは見当たらないわよ。腕の一本、目玉の一つでもいっちゃってるかと期待して飛んできたのに、これじゃ私欲求不満よ。あ、性的な意味もあるけど、主に知識力の話ね。
He's like, come on, at least be like those Yakuza people and give me your pinky or something. I want some, like, injury so I can fix. Despite complaining the whole time, Dr. Arak takes a thorough look over my body. Oh, right, I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I might have, but I'm not sure. I definitely thought it. Well, like, if I did mention it, I'm sorry for repeating myself, and if I didn't, then, well, this is my, thought. So like the thing is, yesterday we fought a monster thing that was just a really weird amalgamation between like some kind of beast and like kind of looked like a spider. And the only person I can think of that's potentially related to spiders because of her freaking name is Dr. Arak. So like part of me is wondering like, ooh, those were definitely zombies. I wonder if Dr. Arak is gonna be related to that. Is she gonna be like this person that we're looking for? Because like according to my memory of the Tsukihime manga, that was I'll just say that she was not the person we were looking for. She's a brand new character, unless she replaces, like, you know, the dead apostle that was in the manga, kind of like how Vlove replaced another person. I think his name was Chaos in the manga. So like, who are you, Dr. Arak? I'm making assumptions just based solely on her name. But so far, it seems like, actually nah. I was gonna say so far the new characters they've introduced seem like they'll play some significant role. We really haven't seen, saw Noel and what her role is. We saw, I forgot, I think his name was Mario and he's pretty important. And you know, the detective guy. But the purple hair girl and Psyche haven't really done anything yet. And Dr. Arak hasn't really contributed much yet either, so it's like, I can't tell if that's supposed to be Dr. Arak related or not. But like her name is Arak, like arachnid. Oh wait, did I read the other previous lines? Sorry. She checks the sound of my pulse and measures my heart rate. I also have her examine my legs, which have weighed on my mind since my fight with Vlove. Oh right, that did happen. Ultimately, she finds nothing wrong. Everything comes back well within the norm. With an overdramatic pout, Professor Arak appears disappointed that there wasn't something more. Aw, I
太
want to see
陽は
more
少しだけ
blood!
下がってるし。よし、つまんないから1本ぐらいお注射決めておきま
Okay,
しょう。
only if you tell me what is in that, because I don't know if I trust you with shots.
今回は試しにプラセンタ行ってみる？
Because I feel like, she's like, the only shot I know are the ones full with alcohol, and she just shoves a whole bunch of like drinking alcohol into my blood.
もともと女性向けの栄養剤だけど、おすすめよこれ。
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what a placenta injection is. Placenta. The stuff extracted from uterine-ish tissues. I hear it's mostly used in cosmetics, but it can also act as a stimulant for recovery from fatigue. Okay, I guess I just don't know my stuff. They say it even has an anti-aging property.
お願いします。以前お世話になっていた医院でもたまに打ってもらっていましたから。
Yeah, if I can't get my blood sucked by a vampire, I have to find my way to immortality somehow.
あらあら、話が早くて助かるわ。さすが病弱少年。痛いのは慣れているのね。
Pokey pokey pain. I'll show you the stabby stabby slicey pain.
慣れてませんよ。基本は内服薬でしたし。注射はたまにしかありませんでした。
ふむふむ。はーい、じゃあもう一度お手手を出して。はーい、じゃあキューン。看護と患者のハートイチコロよ。
Hi, squelchies! I seriously disagree with her choice of onomatopoeia. With my shot done and the checkup is over. Except, okay, you can leave, you know. Professor Arak makes no move to leave the room. Instead, she lingers behind, her eyes fixated on my body.
博士、何かまだ他に要件？
そうなの。診察中にチラッと見えちゃったから気になって。
She has a new expression. Okay, what did she notice?
きっちゃん、ガバッと洋服脱いでくれる？
Okay, I think it's gonna be about that scar he got because it started bleeding again yesterday, apparently. And that's what got Arkwood all like panicking.
はぁ？
Ha!
脱ぐって裸ですか？
そうそうそう。あ、真っ赤になる必要はないわよ。私もまだトーシちゃんに殺されたくないし。
I don't know why. Before she said you can keep the bottoms on, I thought she was gonna lick her lips. She looks like the type of person who would do that, even as a joke.
見たいのはしきちゃんの上半身。
Yeah, it is.
そちら、胸にすっごい傷跡があるんじゃない？
Oh, okay, I can finally hear some of the Mamika Noto in her voice that I'm used to. Just some parts in between like the
そっちですか。まあ、いいですけど。
I'm not wild about the idea, but there's no reason for me to say no. She is a doctor after all. I take off my shirt and sit on the bed.
いいじゃないいいじゃない。メープルでジューシーな感じ。いい腕してるって思ったけど、こうして全体として見るとそそるわ。
We won't have
って穴蔵ライフになっても、しきちゃん一人いれば食うに困らないわ。私。
The phrasing, we won't have to worry about starving in the winter with all this meat. She seems unable to control her joy as she probes my shoulders, arms, and stomach. Touched like this, and given her bold choice of dress, I find myself getting a little worked up. Oh no, oh no.
胸の傷跡を見るんじゃないんですか？
おっと、そうだった。失敗失敗。おー、なるほど。なんか使ったにせよ、完全に塞がってるわ。貧弱なのに代謝機能は人並みというか、生き残りやすいというか。すっごく残念。しきちゃん何も引くものがないんだもの。これじゃあ私も足しようがないって感じ？
She says the wound is completely closed, but that's not what happened when we were with Arkwood. It opened up again. It wouldn't close completely again that quickly, would it? After a couple of minutes, Professor Arak moves away from the bed, seemingly satisfied.
でもすっごい傷よね。普通の人間どころか映画に出てくる吸血鬼だって死んでるわよ。それ
She knows something.
事故に遭った時はどのくらい痛かったのかしら。私、想像するだけでドキドキしちゃう。
Okay, you can chill a little bit. Just stop it.
そうですか。何でもガラス片が降ってきて突き刺さったらしいです。
I heard it was a piece of blue glass moon. Flustered by her use of the word vampire, I explained something that doesn't need explaining.
あれ、覚えてないの？覚えてないのね。なら、それはまた別の話としましょう。しきちゃんはここに帰ってきちゃったんだもの。
You're locked in here.
もう逃げられっこないんだし。
No escape, Shiki. You're stuck in the Tohno estate for the rest of your goddamn life. Hold on. What did she just say?
あはーんって、なんでもない、なんにもない。
I mean, what was it? Was it just her? It's not like you could get away.
それじゃあ私はこれにて退場。
Now she
またい
leaves.
つかラブのタイミングがあった時に会えるといいわね。
Professor Arak leaves, her heel clicking against the floor. Well, that was weird. Huh. Something about the way she walks reminds me of a spider skittering after its prey. The spider, you know, with the spider monster thing yesterday. I'm like not 100% sure on this, but I'm like, ooh, the connections are forming in my mind. Alright, this part's gonna be the same. It's afternoon now. After having a light lunch, I return to my room. Isui urges me to get some rest today, not that I have anything to do in the first place.
体の調子は戻ったんだし、ここは。
Oh, we have more choices. God damn it. You know what? This might be a little bit shorter, but I think I'll stop for today. Honestly, in terms of progression, we didn't do much. We did cover a whole lot of ground. We did this part all the way up to here, and we went through basically every choice. So I'm glad we got to get a little bit more details about Noel and basically her point of view and how basically what the church's stance is on this about Arkwid and all the stuff that's happening. Although actually no, we didn't really talk about the serial killer or anything, but that was interesting, as well as I guess Shiki's attack in the morning, because like, I mean honestly it was also really cool seeing the other bad end where Shiki kind of gets loses the fight. I'm still not 100% sure why. I think I'll have to watch over the other episode. But yeah, he loses the fight because he didn't have his car. He couldn't get into the mansion. But like, the thing is, he also encountered the dude in this one. What made him more prepared last time? That's the thing I have a question about. But I'm sure the answer was probably available in the other part, or technically this route now. But yeah, I mean, I'll look back through the footage and see. But now we're just kind of chilling since, you know, we already took time off school. Nothing else we can really do, to be honest. So yeah, I guess we'll just explore the mansion a little bit more next time. And until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!